Oh, hello. Let me just put this away here. Sorry, Martha and Snoop aren't here. It's me. I'm Austin. I'm here to clean up the kitchen after them. Yeah, they should be back after 20 minutes from now. You know, this gives me an idea. Every year, most Americans have to attend at least 17 holiday dinners of some variety between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day. And in many ways, this is just too much stress for almost anybody of any denomination or religious background. In fact, 17 is just too high a number for most people to count to. They often lose track after about 12. That kind of stress can lead to some of the most unusual hobbies, sometimes even listening to experimental music. The best way to get yourself out of the holiday slump is by enjoying a little bit of your own concoction. Probably some sort of baked confection that really speaks to the heart and summarizes how you feel about everything, and also helps relieve some of the stress at this time of year. If you're like me, and I know I am, then you might be interested in baking a tray full of my wonderful, delicious Mini Mutations. In fact, I've got the recipe right here.
Christmas tensions building up.
Here's my grandmother's recipe for perfect mini mutations that you can make with almost anything lying around the house.
Christmas tensions building up.
First, you'll need to find that large metal bowl that you sometimes use to hold popcorn when you're watching those Bond movies with the family.
Christmas tensions building up.
There might be some popcorn seeds and some salt left in the bowl, so make sure to wash it thoroughly before using.
Too much to do, too little time.
Flour the bowl well, and cover all of your working surfaces with flour as well. In fact, you should probably spill some flour all over the floor for all the dead loaves that did not rise. And while you're at it, maybe you should order a few bags of flour to give as a bouquet to a loved one or something like that. Take all the leftovers from Thanksgiving and Christmas meals that you haven't finished over the last 5 years and throw them into a blender for about 10 minutes while watching any random scene from Die Hard. Make sure to take off your shoes first, but under no circumstances do you quote the film at all. It will spoil the broth.
Too much to do, too little time. Relax with a Cloud9 tablet.
Add 2 sticks of butter and a whole pound of uncooked stuffing half cup of sugar, let's see, 3 whole tomatoes, a package of Kool-Aid unsweetened, your memories of childhood, 40 years of pop culture references and nonsense that barely seem to hold together when you compare them to each other.
It's the little green pill with hydrobarbophenochlorodiethylsilicone.
Some people recommend that you stir this mix with a Brodigan, but I have actually found that the mix turns out just fine if you use a Burroughs instead. Now, this is the crucial bit, because your mix won't properly set if you haven't completely defunded the police in your area.
Tensions building up.
So you may need to protest for the next year or so in order for these to come out properly. In fact, you're going to want to go outside and make it clear to your community that the current form of government is not working for you at all.
Too much to do, too little time. Relax with a Cloud 9 tablet.
In fact, why don't we just decide that we will continue to take holiday cooking style action until capitalism is replaced with just about anything else available.
It's the little green pill with hydrobarbophenochlorodiethylsilicone.
This will be tricky, and the mix does require stirring consistently at this phase in order to prove properly. So be sure to wear a mask, and perhaps start a newsletter instead of going out in public so that you can tell everybody what your ideas are. You know, that way you don't have to go see them in person. Just a thought. Add synths, sounds, and savory samples to taste. And, of course, mix well. is equitable, and your mix is thick and frothy. Pour it into mugs and bake them at 450 for the rest of the holiday season, or until January 5th, whichever one comes first.
Christmas tensions building up.
If you've done everything properly, your perfect mini mutations should feed about 70 unemployed Americans. Remember, perfect mini mutations taste best when served with wine and shared with friends. Just not ones you've gathered together in person with.
Too much to do, too little time.
Like a gentleman, leave some mini mutations on the porches of your friends in the dead of night, and they will wonder about the original and delicious confection that has appeared as if by magic.
Relax with a Cloud 9 tablet.
Afterwards, your kitchen will be a disaster. And, of course, Martha and Snoop are still not back.
It's the little green pill with hydrobarbaphenylchlorodiethylsilicone.
Make sure to feel guilty about how long it will take you to clean and how long it will take you to finally feel motivated to clean.
It's the little green pill with hydrobarbaphenylchlorodiethylsilicone that can get you through the holiday.
If possible, you might be able to build this up into some new kind of neurosis that will be celebrated and enjoyed season to season as you have these gatherings in the future.
Well, that's all the time that we have for you this week. So we hope that you've enjoyed baking your mini mutations, and we hope that maybe you've learned a little something as well. Now, if you don't mind me, I've got to get some characters rolled up, so be seeing you.